Hi everyone, it's Helen McConnell here from helenmcconnell.com. And welcome to this edition of Tapping with Courage Cards. Today's Courage card is Be What You Seek. So first I'm going to read the card, then I'm going to give you a little bit of insight, and then we're going to do some tapping. All right, so this is how it goes. It says, Be what you seek. Your life is shaped by the consistent actions you take every day. Kindness, respect, and inclusivity come to life in the smallest moments, especially when they feel the hardest to choose. You are invited to stay steady and calm in the face of difficulty, and if you have to hold your ground, to do so with grace. Remember that every choice you make has a short-term and a long-term effect. So this card, if you just look at the front and if you just read the title and then read through it, each of those things is pretty profound. So be what you seek. What do you want in your life? And not stuff, but what kind of feeling do you want in your life? Do you want peace? Do you want drama? Do you want passion? Do you want caring and concern? Do you want kindness? Whatever you want in your life, be that. Be the best version of that you can in every possible situation, which isn't easy to do, and I'm not suggesting that any of us does it perfectly, but begin to get better and better at it through all the events of all the days of your life, with friends, with family, with strangers, at work, at the grocery store, out on the street, whatever it is. Take what you really want and be that. So as you're thinking about that and feeling into that, this is the most important thing, feel into that. We're going to do some tapping around this idea where you might feel some resistance to being what you seek. And I do suggest that you focus on one thing that you want to be what you seek. And so for this example of tapping, I'm going to use compassion. Probably because that's not always easy for me. So I'm going to sense into compassion. And just follow along. And you don't need to change the words. You can use my words even if they don't exactly apply to you. And just notice, where do you feel compassion in your body? Either the compassion that you know you have, or the compassion that you wish you had. Or that you feel like, there's no way I could feel compassion for that. It doesn't matter what it is, just notice the feeling, notice the energy, and notice where in your body you store that energy. Okay, and then tap with me. Tap on the side of the hand. And at each phrase or sentence, I want you to repeat it, just as I say it. So even though, and you say that, even though, you can say, I'd love to be more compassionate, but I'm not sure I can be. And I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Okay, and then we're going to keep going. Stay on the side of the hand and say, even though I'm seeking more compassion, and I hope that more compassion is seeking me. Let's tap and say, I love and accept myself. And one more phrase as our setup statement. Say, even though I want so much more compassion in my life, and I want to be so much more compassionate, and I'm willing to ask for help in that. Because I know I've got compassion in me. But my old habits have me skipping over compassion. All right? And then say, and I'm willing to love and accept myself anyway. All right, now we're going to go to the top of the head. Keep repeating after me. Say, the energy of compassion on the eyebrow, giving compassion, Side of the eye, receiving compassion. Under the eye, the energy of compassion. Under the nose, I want so much to be more compassionate. On the chin, I'm going to start with being compassionate towards myself. Collarbone, and then be compassionate to those around me. Under the arm, and then do my best to be compassionate towards those I don't even know. Top of the head, especially those I don't like. On the eyebrow, and those that I judge as bad or wrong. Side of the eye, more compassion. Under the eye, there can't possibly be too much compassion. Under the nose, and I'm starting to realize on the chin that compassion doesn't mean non-accountability. Collarbone, it doesn't mean letting somebody off the hook. Under the arm, but compassion means having more understanding for what people do and say. Top of the head, and as I say that out loud, on the eyebrow, I'm realizing that I'm not very compassionate toward myself. Side of the eye, I have been so hard on myself. Under the eye, so I give myself permission. Under the nose, to begin to practice compassion. On the chin, with myself. And just finish tapping around to the collarbone and under your arm. And then bring your hands together in front of your heart. Take a nice deep breath in. And as you raise your hands up over your head, keeping your hands together, your palms together, raise your eyes with. Okay, so follow that all the way up. And then stretch your arms out. Exhale. And let your arms down. And like with any of these courage card tapping audios, you can listen to them again and put something else in there. Put some other feeling, emotion, or situation in there. Use tapping for yourself every single day. Just a little bit every day. It will really begin to soothe your nervous system so that you can think in new ways. You can come up with new ideas or be inspired by new ideas. All right, I hope you found this helpful, and stay tuned. Every Thursday, we release a new courage card.